Today we're talking about how to find and join group boards on Pinterest. Group boards are like a secret weapon to traffic. You can get exposure to a whole new group of people and a whole new audience as soon as you join a group board. But there's a little thing that you have to learn how to do first, and that is how do you find a group board and how do you join one? Let's get started.
The first way that we're going to find and join a group board is through a website called Groupie. Groupie.com to be exact. So when you come to Groupie, you can go to their homepage, the first page that you get to, and scroll down a little bit and you'll see this type of filtering that you can do. So you can select categories depending on what category your blog or website is in. And so let's just say that we're a parenting website. Now, once you've done that, you have other selections you can filter the selections by. It might be by pins or the number of followers. So if you are looking to grow your traffic and repins, you might want to search by the number of followers on this particular board that you're looking for. Now you can, sort by ascending or descending. And if you're looking for a specific group board, you can filter here. So what we're going to do is just leave it as is, as we've done that, and we'll hit filter and it will show the results. And so what you've got here are a list of group boards that are geared towards parenting and kids. And then over here is the number of pins, what category it's in on Pinterest, the number of collaborators, meaning the number of pinners that are already pinning on that group board, and then the number of followers. And as you can see, it's filtering by the number of followers by the largest to the smallest. Now, if I were to give you a tip, my tip would be don't go for the biggest, because you might get lost, especially if the number of collaborators is very high. So try to find a group board that has a good ratio between collaborators and followers. So followers, of course, if there's only 3 collaborators and 1 million followers, then that would be a great board to be on, especially if the rules of that group board are, to pin multiple pins a day, of your own content. So just try to find something with a good ratio. Like this might be a great group board to join. It's specifically about Valentine's Day. So if you do create Valentine's content for kids or parenting type of activities, this will be a great group board because there are very few collaborators and a high number of followers, which means your pins will get seen by a lot of people. So what you do at this point is you can just click on the board itself. So we'll just click on this board and it will go to Pinterest. So here we are on that board and you can see there are indeed very few pinners. And what you'll find is that the first person on this board is the owner of the board. So if I click on this person's profile and do a search on their profile for this board name, I will find it, and that means that this is the person that you need to reach out to in order to join this board. Now, on a board like this, with this number of followers and very few contributors, you may have a hard time being admitted into or being asked to collaborate on this board. There may be some inner workings between these pinners as far as they have a relationship with each other that goes a little beyond just collaborating on a Pinterest board. Don't know. It's just fair warning. So what you'll do is you'll click on that person's profile and chances are they have a ton of boards, and indeed they do. So what I like to do is just Control F and look for the board itself, and it's found it, and that's just a clarification for me to make sure that I do indeed have the right person. So at this point, it's a good idea that if you are wanting to join a group board that someone's created, it's a good idea to go to that group board and follow any instructions. So by clicking here up in the top right corner, that's where you can send a message. So you just, in your inbox, type in or copy paste the person's name on Pinterest and you'll see them pop up. And then at this point, this is where you should send them a personal message asking them to join their group board, why you would be a good addition, and any other questions that they may have posted in the group board as directions for joining the group board. The next way you can join and find group boards on Pinterest is right through Pinterest. Now, the best way to do that is to simply do a search in the search bar. So at this point, I've typed in parenting because we're assuming that we're a parenting blog. I've typed in parenting and it's showing me a bunch of parenting pins. What I would do at this point is go to, instead of all pins, go to people. And usually the people at the top are going to be the larger influencers in the parenting niche on Pinterest. So it's a good place to start. However, if you continue to search, you can find lots and lots of people in your niche who are probably already part of some group boards. So start here, and once you find someone that seems to have, a good number of boards, like this person right here has a large following and a large number of boards. So if you click on their profile, make sure that they are in a relative niche to you and start scrolling through their boards. Now you can see a ton of their boards show a split headshot here, meaning that there are a few different pinners on these particular boards. They are group boards. So if you find a board that is related to you and your audience and the content that you create, pick one and see if there are any related instructions for how to join. So once you find a board that you want to join, go ahead and connect with the person on Pinterest the same way that you did through Pin Groupie. Another resource is Board Booster. So if you go to boardbooster.com/best-group-boards, you will come to this page of top group boards on Pinterest. They are also categorized by the industry or the topic. So if you are a blogger about kids and parenting, you can click there and you can sort or filter based on the repin rate. All you have to do is do your search in here and click on a board and go through the same process that we've already talked about before.